We are here to do week 8 picks. Last week I got 4 wrong out of 13, so 9 correct, 4 wrong. Some teams really really pissed me off, and that's the Chiefs, the Broncos, especially the Broncos. Come on, you couldn't beat the Browns, really? Um, yeah, I'm just gonna continue with these picks, and there's some teams that I'm just not gonna pick for a little bit until I see some improvement from that team. And you'll see who that is once I go through this list. The Bills versus the Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Bills. They're at home, better team anyway. They're probably the favorite if I had to guess by a lot. They're a good team. I know they lost to Tennessee, but that doesn't mean anything. Tennessee, they're 14-point favorites. I think that's high as hell. Steelers versus Browns. I'm gonna go with the Steelers. Even though the Browns are at home and favorite. Actually, no. I'm gonna go with the Browns. This one could go either way, but if Baker Mayfield is healthy, I'm gonna go with the Browns. So this is the thing. If Baker Mayfield is not healthy, I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I just don't think Case Keenum can beat the Steelers. So there's a little caveat thrown. Cleveland's 3.5 favorite, and it's not just because they're favorite that I'm going with them. I'm gonna go with Tennessee Titans over the Colts. I just think they're a better team. Derrick Henry is on a mission this year. This one doesn't even have a spread, so I don't know that it's not influencing my picks here at all, and it wouldn't have anyway. Bengals versus the Jets. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. Bengals are 10.5 favorites. Jets also don't have Zach Wilson. I mean, I know he wasn't playing that great anyway, but the quarterback that they have behind him is even worse in White. So, that's his name, White, by the way. So Mike White, I believe, and yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bengals. So there you go with that. The Chargers versus the Patriots. This one's a very tough match. I could see this game going either way. I'm gonna have to go with the Chargers. They're at home, 6-point favorite, but it's not just the fact that they're favorite. I just think the Chargers are gonna come off this bye week and they're gonna come prepared and they're gonna win this game. Okay, so now we have Rams versus the Texans. Is this even something I need to talk about here? By the way, the Chargers have Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. That's the reason why I'm going with them. Mac Jones looks phenomenal for a rookie, but I don't know. I just don't love their offense that much. I like their defense, but I think the Chargers have a decent defense too. So that's why I'm going with the Chargers. Rams versus the Texans. Do I even need to speak about this game? Rams are going to win. They're probably going to kill them, just like how Arizona destroyed them, just like how I thought Arizona would. Rams are 14.5 favorites, and that sounds about right. That tells you something right there. Jaguars versus Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are 3-point favorite. Now, both these teams are terrible. Geno Smith, terrible quarterback. But I think Seattle's at home. Jacksonville's just came off a bye, but I don't think they're going to be that good. And I'm going to go with Seattle. Now, this game right here, football team versus the Broncos. God, I really want to pick the Broncos, but I have lost entirely. And this is the team that I've lost faith in entirely is the Broncos. I'm going to go with the football team. And you know what's funny is that Mile High said he was going to go football team also. Shout out to Mile High 6 Sports, a.k.a. Bondi. He said, I'm going to go with the football team. And then when the game, next thing you know, he picks the Broncos. As bad as the football team is, they'll find a way to win. I don't have any faith in the Broncos. Both these teams are terrible. I could see the Broncos winning this game. But I'm picking the football team out of spite. Because Broncos lost to a Browns team that had a bunch of nobodies. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? They didn't even have Baker Mayfield. Case Keenum beat him. Case Keenum. So what's to say Tyler Heineke won't do the same thing? Plus, I also realized that the Broncos are really bad against the run. So this tells me that Antonio Gibson might have a huge day. If Dearness Johnson, a third-string running back, can do it, why can't he? Giants versus the Chiefs. Okay. I'm going to say a few things here. I think the Giants could win this game. I'm not picking them. I'm going to pick the Chiefs. Let me see the Broncos spread, by the way, against Washington. Wow, Broncos are favored by 3, meaning they wouldn't have given them the favorite they only gave that to them because they were at home. So the Chiefs versus the Giants. Giants have been playing really good lately. I know it's only been 1 week, but they played really good that week. They made Sam Darnold look terrible. And the Chiefs have been playing really bad. The only reason I'm going with the Chiefs is they have way more talent, and the Giants have a lot of injuries. But do not be surprised if the Giants win this game. I would not be. So you shouldn't be either. The Cardinals versus the Packers. Easy Cardinals. And the reason why this is easy is because there's no Devontae Adams. There's no Lazard. And I didn't say who was the favorite in the Giants game. Actually, Chiefs are favored by 10. So Packers and Cardinals. Cardinals are favored by 6.5. And I would pick the Cardinals because they're at home. Packers are limited with their receivers. They don't have Devontae Adams. They don't have Lazard. And I just think the Cardinals are just red hot right now. I don't know who will be the team to beat them because they do have a favorable schedule coming up. But yeah, I'm going to go with them. Now, the 49ers versus the Bears. This is tough because these two teams are both bad. But I think the 49ers are a little bit better than the Bears. And I will give them the win here. 3.5 favorites. Jimmy Garoppolo will find a way to win this game. Justin Fields is, I don't know what people are saying. He just looks bad. And maybe it's the offensive line and the fact that they don't have any weapons. I don't know what happened to Allen Robinson. He checked out this year. They don't throw him the ball that much either, so maybe it's not all on him. But, yeah. Now, you want to talk about the hardest game to pick? Not because these teams are good, but because these teams are both bad. Panthers versus the Falcons. Falcons are at home, so I'm reluctant, but I'm going to pick the Falcons to win this game. Yes, I will. Now, okay, this is something I got to say. What the hell, Dolphins? You guys should have beat the Falcons. Luckily, I picked the Falcons last week, but the Falcons came back against you guys. Come on. Carolina got destroyed by the Giants. Yeah, I just don't have any faith in Darnold. How could you? How could you have any faith when you can't even throw a touchdown against the lowly Giants? Eagles versus the Lions. I hate to do this, but I'm going to go with the Eagles. I hate the Eagles, but they haven't picked them like all year, and that's kind of ridiculous. I think that's maybe one game. I don't even know if I did ever pick the Eagles, but the Lions are just so bad. I mean, yeah, they were in the game last week, but that's what bad teams do. They're in the game, and then they lose it in the end. I mean, I see people picking the Lions, and I'm really surprised. Do people really think the Eagles are that bad? I mean, I think the Eagles are bad, but to lose to the Lions? And trust me, if the Lions win, I will be happy. And I will tell you guys, I was completely wrong and an idiot for picking the Eagles, but we'll see. Okay, this matchup is going to be good. Buccaneers versus Saints. Saints usually own the Buccaneers, but I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. Yep, they're going to find a way to win this game. They just have the better team. Don't believe in Jameis, and that's it. Cowboys versus Vikings. I'm going to have to go with the Dallas Cowboys. Buccaneers are favorite too by 5 points, and I just think they're going to play better. Let's see the Eagles versus Lions. I'm kind of curious who's favorite. I believe the Eagles. Yeah, 3.5. I think I said that. Buccaneers are going to win this game. The Saints, Jameis don't have enough. And when it comes to the Cowboys and Vikings, I'm going to go with the Cowboys. They're only 1.5 favorites. I'm surprised. I think they're a lot better than the Vikings. I would have them at 5 or 6 point favorites, actually. I don't think the Vikings are that good this year. They're very up and down. You never know which Vikings team you're going to get. Dak Prescott, that defense looks good. Looks like I picked the whole NFC East, which is not a good thing. I don't know if that means that, that's going to happen. But I really do think it could. I do think the whole NFC East can win because I think all of them have easy matchups. Wait, except for the Giants. Obviously, they didn't pick them. Duh. But I picked every other NFC East team. Cowboys, Eagles, and Washington football team. Now, the football team, I tell you this, I really don't believe in this pick, but I'm doing it out of spite because Broncos keep losing, and I just don't have the faith to pick them. Now, if Broncos win this game, then I'll have more faith, but they should beat Washington. but I feel like Washington may find a way to beat them. And if the Broncos lose this game to Washington, they are really, really bad. Even worse than I thought. But and Mile High, again, you said you were going to pick Washington all week last week, and then you bailed out at the last minute. That's a coward move. Should have picked Washington. But good luck to your Broncos. I do hope they win, because I don't like Washington. Hope the Lions beat the Eagles, but don't see that. Hope the Vikings beat the Cowboys, but I do not see that. Anyway, guys, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and see you around the bend, and tell me what you think about these picks.